Thank you, Riv, and immediately give credit to Gravity for adapting to some of these new picks that are coming from Korea in their coach Last Shadow. They're utilizing some of them well. Maybe need to work on Victor and Hecarim a little bit more, as they stated. But I do want to come up with a diagnosis for Coast, right? Because we have stated. And it's obvious, yes, they're in last place. So what's the diagnosis? What are the things that we can nitpick that they should work on to become better?
Well, let's see. We have to start somewhere. Obviously, they have a lot of problems. So let's start with the beginning of the game. First things first. Let's pull up this replay here. And I want to take a look at the lane swap because this is the first real choice that you make as a team. This is about 8 minutes in or so. Remember, the turrets still have the fortification, the outer turrets. So up until 7 minutes, all damage from auto attacks dealt by champions is reduced by 30. So one of the easiest strategies that Gravity are going to employ here is they time their back for Graves. He gets a BF sword, swap him up to a turret, and they pressure that turret as the fortification drops. 8 minutes in, there's no more fortification on it, and you can take the turret really easily. So let's watch how the lane swap plays out, because as of right now, it's matched really well. You can see the recalls for Corki, and, everybody's recalling at the same time here. Coast could very well make the similar play and match this move from Gravity.
Right.
But they're playing reactive League of Legends, and they don't have a game plan before the swap is pulled off. And that's really the key issue here.
Right. They have Maokai back at exactly the same time. Kopp had just enough gold to buy his BF sword, which is going to be the damage output they need to push these turrets down. And here's what you're talking about. In terms of reactive League of Legends, they even see Kopp build the minion wave while Vigar's clearing a pink ward. So it was very obvious that the entire team was moving up for that objective.
Yeah, it seems like the members of Coast are kind of going according to their own individual game plan here, and they're not really worried about fortification dropping, not worried about this Graves with BF sword, because Impaler's trying his best to farm to level 6. He just gets it on Rengar, but they give up a full objective for this by not allocating their jungler to one of these objectives in the mid-game. They could have answered down bottom, and tried to shove and trade turrets like that, or get people in place to try and defend that turret. And then here, it's not even a team-based error. This is just the individual errors that have plagued Coast.
Yeah, unfortunate misplay there, not taking into account that event horizon, which then nets them a second turret. And on the back end of this, as you stated, Coast is not taking another objective. Impaler was still farming the jungle until now he comes top, but he can't defend this turret.
Yeah, this is all just, the reactive League of Legends really snowballs against you because you're trying to catch up to what your opponents are doing. And this is actually something that a lot of North American teams complained about when we first started seeing international play. They're like, oh my God, how do we keep up with these Koreans? We're always trying to catch up to what they're doing. We're even seeing it now within North America domestically. And then also those individual mistakes. As we saw, there was a ward in that bush that saw Veigar, and Chris just got too close. Right.
So in that moment, though, you have to wonder, okay, maybe they didn't get the jump on that, right? Mm-hmm. They were forced into a bit of a reactive scenario in that they're seeing the move top lane and going, okay, our top lane is going to get pushed. What could have happened then, Impaler off of his recall, just run bottom. Mm-hmm. And push that turret. Go 3 strong against the Maokai, who was also only level 5 at the time, right? And at least trade 1 turret.
You have to be really careful with the early pathing across the map with all of your champions, especially in lane swap situations where your champions that you only have 5 champions to allocate, and you have to do it wisely, or else you're going to get behind this early global gold lead that will snowball out of control.
Well, we can see how detrimental it is for a team to play reactively, and then also how beneficial it is for Gravity and teams to have the foresight to move their champions around the map correctly. So credit to them for that. Well, keep it tuned right here to see if Winter Fox can make it 2-0 against Cloud9 this year, or if Cloud9 will settle the score. The NA LCS returns after this.
We are kicking the games off with Gravity versus Team Coast. No, can he get over the wall in time? Yes, he can. And so many abilities were blown onto Keen.
Oh,
this is the kind of fight Coast wants to find, but it's going to be Gravity coming in from the side. Sheep goes in for a hit. Bunny Fufu goes down. Impaler, he's going to be shredded as well. And Hanser just gets out alive. The skin of his teeth. It's going to be Gravity taking down Coast.